Hey, Jeff again. So I wanted to do a quick actually a contest response. Brendan Von Doom is doing a giveaway for a In Malice's Wake CD. It's a Aussie thrash band that he has a couple copies of. And so he wants us to give him something brutal. Give me something brutal. So it's all about being brutal. He feels that the album is just a brutal album. And I must admit, after I heard about them, I went online, listened to some of their videos, and I'm like, yeah, yeah. This is the kind of thrash I like. Not so heavy that the vocals are, that death metal, hard to understand growl, but still heavy enough to just be brutal. So I was wondering, okay, I'm not much into he wants to see stuff that either has the word brutal in it or things that just look brutal. And I'm thinking, the kind of music I listen to, I don't listen to a lot of what, the heavy death and grindcore, just all that kind of, that stuff that might have those brutal looking covers. So I wanted to do a quick look through my setup, and I found that I did have some that would qualify. So hey, let's do this video. So up first, we're going to come up with a couple that have the word brutal in them. So Alice Cooper's Brutal Planet. Pretty simple. Brutal Planet. There's a song by that title. And then I got Generation, Brutal Reality, an industrial metal type band. See if I'm in the right side here. And then we got Heretic, A Time in Crisis. Now, qualification for 2. It's a pretty brutal cover. It's a look at that guy. He's got like blood and ring, and anyway, it's a pretty brutal cover. But the whole purpose for this is the fact that this particular record is on Brutal Planet's label. So brutal in the label, but also a pretty brutal looking cover. All right, then the next batch. Oh, here's one more. This is a CD. The Anthology of Brutality. Now this is probably one of the few, if you can really see that, one of the few death metal type bands that I have. Crimson Thorn. This is their anthology. It's their 3 albums. It's a 3 CD set of their 3 albums, remastered with bonus tracks and everything. And it's hard to see the covers, but each of the covers are pretty brutal because of the type of metal. That light is going to kill me. It's hard to see them anyway. They're small, little 3 album covers. But again, it's in the title, Anthology of Brutality. So that was the CD. The rest of these are all ones that I think look brutal. They don't have the word in them. They just look brutal. I mean, come on. Does it get much more brutal than Anthrax with the guy punching fists through the guy's mouth? So, that's pretty brutal. Blood, teeth, everything comes flying out of there. Brutal looking. Avenger, The Slaughter Never Stops. I know it's kind of a dark cover, but you've got a chainsaw, and you've got heads, and you've got bones, and you've got just, brutality, death, destruction. Great classic metal. Primitive Rhythm Machine by Mortification. It's got a skull with a giant knife through it. It's kind of like a satanic skull. Got a big knife through it with other knives and mechanics. Just in my impression, that's pretty brutal. Great, cool imagery. And then I'm going to set this up right here. Good. So, Vengeance Rising, Destruction Comes. So, you got this building, and you got this destruction that's coming. See how it's destroying part of the building? And then you got this guy standing there, and if you haven't seen this before, it's actually a sticker that covered up the fact that the guy is halfway destroyed from the destruction coming across at him. And this sticker was later put on it because some bookstores didn't want to sell it with the half-destroyed guy. But overall, that's pretty brutal, if you ask me. In my opinion. And then this is another one, and this is kind of hard to see because it's black on gold, but it's Demoness Seduth. This is another like death metal band, and let me describe it for you. It's got a giant wooden cross. It's a Christian band, giant wooden cross, just blasting through the head. It's called Enemy of Satan, blasting through the head of the serpent. So you got this, brutal destruction of the snake by the big cross. And it's like I say, death metal type band, so you got the cool logo that you cannot read. Anyway, that's it for Brutal. Brendan, thanks for the neat little contest. Good luck to whoever wins, and we'll see you later. Rock on.